it's Trey Nitty Gritty, man. I'm back. I wanted to touch on a few different things. A lot of people been coming to me with some things about their feelings. They've been talking about they ain't knowing how to react to certain things. And like I said, I've been telling people, over and over again, you got to become a master of your emotions, because you killing yourself. When you letting somebody be the your puppet master, you killing yourself. You're doing it to yourself. This is what you got to stop. You just got to stop. It's like you got to go cold turkey. You got to know about whatever the situation may be, man. Just pull away from it. Don't stop dwelling on everything, so much, man. Stop holding so many grudges, man. You got family out here, man. A lot of people don't have family. You might got grudges with family and things you don't want to look past. It's some stuff you might can't get past, but you can't sit there and hold on to it forever neither. That's not going to help the situation no better, And there's nothing wrong with sticking to yourself and being by yourself and being, doing what you're doing, but you got to appreciate life, and you got to appreciate what God gave you. You got to appreciate everything, and that includes family, right or wrong. Sometimes when people do things, they wrong, but you got to be with them whether they right or wrong. It's just on you how far you deal with them, But when you come into other people about your problems, it's like you can't even control it. You don't even know what to do with it yourself. So therefore, you should take any advice that I'm trying to give you. If you let somebody else get you out of character, you're not yourself no more. You become someone else. You start doing things that someone else would do. You would do things that's not you, that's outside of your character, that your character wouldn't do. This is why you got to get control of that, And every day it's a fight, it's a struggle. Of course we humans and we got feelings. That's why it's a fight. But you got to master them. You got to know that you got control over them. You got to know that whatever you got control over, you can control. Whatever you don't have control over, you can't control. That's what you got to come to understand. So, and one thing you got control over is your reactions. You got control over your reactions to anything that happens. In life. You might not have the best reactions all the time, but if you start paying attention to how you react to certain things, then you would know that you got control of your reactions. When you react a certain way all the time, people become used to that, and they know exactly how you're gonna react, so they know how to push your buttons, But when you stop reacting like that, then they get confused. They don't know what to do then. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to come at you. When they start saying stuff that they usually would get under your skin, and it don't get under your skin no more. Your skin then got thicker. This is when your skin is developed more, and you got tougher skin. You can withstand more. You can withstand the storm more. You can let people say whatever they're gonna say, and it don't really bother you. You ain't got to jump off the deep end all the time. It's a certain line that you don't let people cross, and you might have to address a certain situation, but you never let it just mess you up to the point where your mind is all over the place and you don't even know where you're going or what you were supposed to be doing that day or where you was going. You sitting here going around everywhere you go, you talking about it, you feed more and more energy into it. You giving it life, and you just keep on talking about it to everybody and bringing it around. If you're just trying to figure out whatever you're trying to figure out, but you're just trying to amp yourself up to do something or amp yourself to get even and all of that, it's a waste of time, man. You can direct that energy somewhere else. That's why I say about directing your energy, man. You got to redirect your energy into a different path to where you want to go, because if you're not directing your energy, then you're not directing yourself. So you got to put it wherever you want to go. That's where you want to direct your energy. You got all the energy in the world to argue about whatever you want to argue about. If you put that somewhere where it was beneficial in your life, put it right there and then see what happens afterwards. But don't sit here and hang on to everything that when you have problems with people and think that life is supposed to be in your favor or somebody's supposed to feel sympathy for you. Everybody go through things in life. We all got our own lives going on. So you have to realize that you can't think that everybody's supposed to reach out when you're going through hard times, because they're going through hard times too. Sometimes it take you got to go be the one to make the change and go reach out and find out what's going on. Look and check up on somebody. You can't complain. Ain't nobody checked up on you. You got to be the one to make the change, because otherwise it's going to stay the same. Somebody got to break the chain. Somebody got to break the link of the chain, make things change. And then once you start leading by example and showing, then other people will get on board, But as long as you continue to allow people to get you out of character and you want to and react how you want to react, they're going to get the same results every time, and you're going to give them what they want. They're going to be satisfied. But until you pull that back and you keep it for yourself, that's when you're going to realize where all the power at. You got the power. The power is in you. It's what you to it. I get a kick out of laughing at people, when I don't react how they expect me to react to certain things. I get a kick off of, when I go back and go off into myself and I look back on the situation and realize what I did, and how I made people feel or how they look, because they start looking crazy. But one thing about it, our emotions can drive us they can drive us to a grave, man, because when you start being emotional about a lot of things, you got people that turn to liquor, you got people that turn to drugs, and it ain't none of it healthy. If we all wanna try to make this change, then you're gonna have to make that change within yourself. The main thing is being a healthy you, and surviving. If you can't be a healthy you, you're not gonna make it. The weak ain't gonna make it. You gotta be, only the strong gonna survive. So you're gonna have to be the strongest person that you is. As long as you just being weak and you folding every time something happens or somebody say something to you and say something about you or talk about you, then you ain't got a chance. You ain't gonna stand a chance. Find whatever you need to find and make this change, man. But it's good when people come asking questions, asking me what I think they should do. That make me feel good, because I feel like I can help somebody, anytime. It don't matter. I ain't never, talking down. I feel like it's a lot of people that's going through this right now, and I had to put this word on here about it. I want everybody to know that you ain't the only one going through it. I got a lot of people I know that go through a whole lot of stuff. Some of the strongest people that I've known that I wouldn't expect to break down under certain circumstances, they done broke down. And it take a lot for a person to admit it, and man up and come to you and tell you and talk to you about it. So that's why I'm just trying to address it. I'm letting everybody know, you the master of you. Don't let nobody be your puppet master. Don't let nobody, pull your strings and pull you in different directions or rattle your day or, shake you up. When you wake up, get going and do what you got to do, and don't get sidetracked, man. Because you might get a phone call that can mess up your day. You can get a lot of things that can mess up your day. But as long as you become the master of your emotions, you're going to deal with whatever it is. You're going to deal with it however you're going to deal with it. But just don't let it drive you to the ground, because you're killing yourself. Until you get control of it, you letting yourself die. You letting other people kill you slow. You're dying slow. So, let that be your energy. Let that be fuel to your fire. How many people just waste so much time just dwelling on the past? Like, the future don't exist and the past don't exist. Everything is in the now. So, we gotta think. We gotta think for now. What's gonna happen and what's about to happen. What I'm gonna do right now. We ain't never promised tomorrow. We don't know how long we got left on this earth. So take advantage of every day, every second of every day. This is what I'm gonna tell you, and as long as you letting people drive you, crazy, or driving you outside of your character, or pulling you out of your body. When you get to having something, and you start really having success, and you got the more and more jealousy coming, because all it is everything is going to get worse. The more you separate from people, or the better you become, or not the average. When you become abnormal, you're not a regular person. That's when people really start envying you. So they really gonna come for you, and they really gonna have things to say. They really gonna be pushing buttons, and they really gonna be sneak dissing and coming and figuring all type of ways to see you crumble and hoping that everything fall. They're gonna be sitting back watching and praying on it, and they're gonna be sitting there really wishing for you to come to a demise. But when you realize that, and that you got all the strength and the power, and you in control, you're gonna take control. And that's just what it come down to, man. We thinking like this and we living like this. That's how you gotta do it, because it all starts with a thought, man. You gotta think rich, live rich. As long as you always thinking, you'll be a thinker. And as long as you always doing, you'll be a doer. So be a thinker and a doer, man. Think rich, live rich. Become the rich you. Don't let nobody else hold you back, man.